Welcome to the recap of the 21st day trading this Apex Trader funded account, where I'm trading with Apex's money and keeping 90% of the profits and none of the losses. Sign up for your own Apex account with my link in the description and use my coupon code for 50% off all monthly fees. So I'm going to change the format of these videos a little, as I'm finding myself repeating the same things all the time since my entry requirements are always the same. As a refresher, my current trading strategy is to only enter a trade if price is in a supply and demand zone and or near key support levels, there is supporting divergence on accumulation distribution or if it's neutral, and there's supporting confluence on stochastic RSI or if it's neutral. We'll just display these baseline requirements on screen during each trade recap, so I don't need to talk as much, but we'll still talk about other trading concepts if they're relevant. So my primary three requirements were met, so I went short at 41.41. This time, I also expected price to fill the fair value gap that was created during this morning's run-up. I get stopped out pretty quickly after I enter. I think I chased a little with this entry because I missed the first entry short at the value area high. Same exact setup as the previous trade, just took another stab short, this time at 41.4350, because I was so certain the fair value gap would get filled. As soon as I enter, I realized that it just was not a disciplined entry. Since we weren't in a supply zone, there wasn't really any indication price would continue dropping, so I quickly exit and come to terms with the fact that maybe this gap just won't get filled. We're not off to a good start, and I only have one more loss remaining before I hit my max loss for the day. And of course, as soon as I start giving up on the fair value gap getting filled, price starts plummeting downwards, and now it seems like it's going to get filled after all. Once again, my rules for entry are still present, and I go short again at 41.4150. I average down at 41.4450, and I'm ready for this to be my last trade if it goes south. I initially set my profit target at 41.35, right above VWAP, but end up adjusting it up to 41.38 when price moves my way to de-risk and just take profit. Having two contracts open just makes me more nervous, and I'm more inclined to close the trade early to secure profits. Of course, the full trade would have played out, as price does continue to drop after I exit, and it hits my original gap fill target at 41.35. I'm definitely thankful to have made solid profit from this trade, but still felt a little disappointed with myself because I deviated from the original plan just because I got nervous. I went long at 41.23 after seeing price bounce out of a demand zone. Wanted to run it up to VWAP initially, but again I get spooked by an ominous red candle which actually caused some bearish divergence on AD for a bit, and decided to cut the trade short for a 3-point profit. Well, turns out this was another premature exit. The next green candle closing resolved the bearish divergence, and price does rally up towards VWAP. Really need to stop doing this to myself. I went short at 41.40 after seeing bearish momentum pick up. I decided to exit at 41.36 when I started seeing stochastic RSI near oversold levels and saw some resistance around VWAP. Honestly, I'm very pleased with this small scalp. My indicators cued my entry as well as my exit, and I didn't have any FOMO here even when price dropped further after I exited. I went long at 41.3250 once my indicators started signaling bullish momentum. My original target was the value area high, which was also around the edge of the day's upper trend line. Unfortunately, price chops around a little too much on the way up, and my 4-point trailing stop gets hit for a small 1-point scalp. So I basically just re-entered long at 41.34 after seeing bullish divergence in AD continue to increase, which usually signals that a big pump was coming. My initial target was 41.39, just below the value area high. However, price just kept chopping upward slowly, and with stochastic RSI becoming more overbought, I get worried about getting chopped out again and just settle for a 3-point profit. Bullish divergence on AD actually became stronger, so this exit was once again just driven by emotions, and I end up regretting it as price does eventually shoot upwards to hit my original value area high target. So I took a lot of trades today, but they mostly followed my rules for entry, so it didn't feel like I overtraded. The only regrets I had was cutting a few winning trades early due to being impatient, and thus missing the big moves that my indicators anticipated, which would have hit all my original profit targets. I also think I need to adjust how I view stochastic RSI. Once I'm in a trade, I should only consider cutting it short if AD starts conflicting, not stochastic RSI, as it's a very sensitive lagging indicator, and I found that it can often stay overbought or oversold for a long time. So after another day of sizable profits, we are now on a roll and have brought the account to another all-time high of 54,700. I'm feeling more confident in my day trading strategies, but I still need to work on not letting my emotions cause me to exit my winning trades early. As always, thanks for watching. Please leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe to follow along to see if we can keep this green streak going.